So welcome back to the Severn Way. There's a bit of background noise, and if you saw the last episode you'll know that I lost my wireless mic again. So apologies if you can't hear me too well, but we're come out of Bridgnorth. Oops. Nearly a mile out of Bridgnorth, not quite. And yeah, that was a bit of a green tunnel back there. Luckily there is a good trail through it, so didn't have too many problems. Does this mean I've got to go on the road? So I went up the road, back again. Went down to the river's edge and thought, no, this isn't right. I went back up the road again and thought, no, I'll give it one last try, because the trail is meant to go right next to the river. And I've had to basically stomp through a forest of Himalayan balsam, which is this stuff. It's very hollow and it's easy to knock down, but it still creates a barrier that means you can't really see much. I think the path does go along here by the water. There's a stream there that I've got to get over if this is the path. From the road it looks like it does open up and it's like flat grass over there somewhere. But yeah, it's a nightmare. It's another section where the trail just disappears. And this tree needs to be sorted out as well. I don't know if this has actually fallen down, but this is very low, so take my bag off and get under it. Oh god, that was a mess. So that stream I got to, I didn't look safe enough to jump over, so I noticed it was coming out of a little bridge up the slope, so I fought my way up the slope through the undergrowth, crossed over that bridge, and then came out into this area here. So, and god, the flies, just absolute thick swarms of like green fly. Yeah, so glad to be out of that. That was just terrible. I mean, it didn't last that long, and I suppose I could have got on the road and rejoined the path further on, but if you want to stick to the path, then it makes it very difficult. Anyway, that's that out of the way. I can't remember what I was talking about now. Yeah, today's walk is from Bridgnorth to Bewdley. It's about 15 miles. Should hopefully see some sections of the Severn Valley Railway, I think, on the way. So I can show you that. I can show you the old stations. Well, the stations that are still in use. And yeah, it'll be hopefully a bit less strenuous than yesterday. I started out at about 9:30. But yeah, I don't have to move quite so fast today. I don't have so much distance. Actually, back there, half a mile back, there was a fisherman by the water, and I sort of walked past to go through the gate and said good morning, and there's like a sort of pause, and then he said like hello or something like that, and then he said, sorry, can you do me a favour? And he'd caught this massive fish. I didn't ask him what type of fish it was, but he caught a massive fish, and he was struggling to try and take a photo of it. He wanted to take a photo of him holding the fish, which is understandable, but he couldn't do it on his own, especially when the fish was trying to get away as well. So I stopped and took a few pictures of him. Said it was a long time since he'd caught a fish that big, so glad to help him capture the moment. So this is actually an alternative route. I think the Severn Way is sort of over there somewhere. There's a gate just down there, and I struggled to actually open the gate. It was so entangled with greenery, and I managed to get it open, looked and saw what was ahead on the trail, and it was just completely closed up. It was just sealed up with undergrowth. Like you'd need a machete or a good stick to hack your way through it, and I thought, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not wasting more time doing landscape gardening when I should be just walking. So this is going in the same direction. Hopefully it'll get a bit better. It's weird that, I mean, we're right next to Bridgnorth, really. We're only a mile, just over a mile away on the trail. I'm amazed there aren't more people coming this way and keeping the trail clear. I mean, this bit here is obviously walked quite a lot. But the actual Severn Way, they just seem to avoid it, I think. Those problem bits, they just avoid them or go on the road or whatever. So those sections that are part of the Severn Way have just been abandoned. Which is quite annoying. I've just had a chat with a nice couple from Newcastle, I think, going by their accents. And they're just doing a small stretch, I think, of the Severn Way, but they've confirmed what I was suspecting, which is that up ahead it's going to be overgrown in a few more sections, and also that in some of these fields the farmers have planted their crops right up to the edge of the path, but that I'm not so fussed about, because you know, it's their living. They've got to make the best use of their land, as long as you can still technically get around it on the path. And, they're just making the best use of the land they've got available, I suppose. But we'll see how close they have planted. Yeah, I think they're sounded like they were just going to Bridgnorth. They've only got about a mile and a half left. Have their dogs with them. But yeah, we were talking about how not very well maintained the path is, at least around here. It'd be interesting to see what it's like beyond Bewdley, getting towards Worcester. But yeah, it's a shame. And they were also saying that you can't really see much of the river on this stretch because there's so many trees in the way. But not sure I would advocate clearing trees, cutting trees down just to show more of the river. I mean, it's, you know, you can see it every now and again. I mean, I don't think you'd want to. Well, it would be nice to be able to see the river the whole way. You know, it's like coastal walking. If you're doing a coastal walk, you want to be able to see the sea all the time. Which reminds me, I do need to do another coastal walk at some point, because it's so nice. So nice walking along the coast with the sea there. Yeah, a lot of ups and downs on coastal walking, but it's worth it. Anyway, so yeah, we might not see a huge amount of the Severn in this direction, except for the odd bit like this where there's a break. So much fishing though, so many fishing positions. Like yesterday, they were like numbered, I think, and I definitely got past 101 just on the stretch from Ironbridge to Bridgnorth. So yeah, they are everywhere. So fishing must be very, very big around here. I'm guessing that this is wilding, that this strip has been left to just grow wildflowers like this. I could be wrong, but it just seems deliberate to me rather than accidental. I mean, why would you not plant crops on this strip? But, it's nice. Definitely, it's definitely popular with the insects. So you can see here what that couple mentioned. The farmers obviously planted the corn actually on the path. I don't know. It might have been just accidental. You never know. He might have asked someone to do it. Wasn't familiar with this area and just planted as close to the edge as they could. But still get through. Just a little weird. So yeah, I'll be staying overnight in Bewdley tonight. Originally I was going to stay in Bewdley, then I thought Stourport might be a better place to aim for today. Then I'll have a shorter day tomorrow to get to Worcester. I do need to finish early in Worcester in order to get the 1:30 bus back to Timbury. I did check Stourport and for some reason there didn't seem to be anywhere available, so I thought, well, I'll stay overnight in Bewdley. And then about a day or two later I checked Starport again and there were places to stay. But by then, the place that I booked in Bewdley, they wouldn't give me a free cancellation on the booking, so if I'd have changed things it would have been very expensive. But it's not the end of the world. I mean, it means I've got to do 18 miles tomorrow before lunchtime, more or less. Well, 18 miles before 1:30, which is going to be very tricky. I'm going to have to leave very, very early, miss out on breakfast, and really get a move on. Otherwise I'll have to get the later bus, the 4:21, which isn't the end of the world, but not ideal. You can see the bed of the Severn Valley Railway up there, which, as I've said before, is still in use. I don't know if we'll see the train today. I don't know if they run every day, but if they do, we should hopefully get to see it. And yeah, Bewdley is. I don't get to Bewdley very often, but I do know Bewdley, and I actually spent the first 5 years of my life in Bewdley. I was born in Bromsgrove in 1976. God. And yeah, I spent the first 5 years of my life in Bewdley before my family moved to Timbury. So I do have memories of playing in the forest, the wire forest around Bewdley and by the river. In fact, that section back then reminded me of that. And it's not like I haven't been to Bewdley in ages. I mean, I was there last Wednesday, I think, so only a few days ago. My brother was attempting a fastest known time for the Worcestershire Way, which starts in Bewdley, by the river. Didn't make it this time. He was doing very well actually, but he sort of knew he wouldn't be fast enough on the last leg to get the record, so he pulled out. A wise choice. But yeah, Bewdley does look kind of, to me anyway, it does kind of look like it's always looked. It's developed quite a bit. There's, you know, businesses have changed. Flood barriers now, of course, because flooding's gotten worse the last couple of decades, as it has in Timbury as well. We're still waiting for our flood defences. Yeah, I don't think I've stayed overnight in Bewdley for 43 years. So it'll be interesting to do that. So yeah, if I'm not hungry now because that was had a big breakfast at the guest house, which was very nice, by the way. I think it's called the Croft Guest House in Bridgnorth. It was very nice. Had a good sleep. Very friendly owners, friendly staff. Yeah, had full English, which I don't have very often, and as expected, it's filled me up. So I very much doubt I'm going to need anything now until dinner time. There is a bird of prey over there. I think it's, I don't know if you can see it, but I think it's a buzzard. I can't zoom in on this camera, but it's definitely circling like a buzzard, and it's definitely got a buzzard shape to it. It's quite low as well. I think I saw 1 or 2 buzzards yesterday. One was in a forest. It made no sound. I just happened to look in that direction and saw it, and it looked huge. It's probably because it was closer. It wasn't that far away, but yeah, impressive birds. So we've had a pretty good look at the Severn at the last sort of half mile, and fairly open bit now so that we can see it. It's I wouldn't say it's widened a massive amount in the last day or two, but it's probably about the same as when it passes through Bridgnorth. I know that it will be bigger by the time we get to Worcester tomorrow afternoon. I'm pretty sure it's wider than this. So it's probably going to have more streams and minor rivers feeding into it between here and there. But lovely day again. In fact, it's nicer today than yesterday. It was very warm when I left Bridgnorth. Slight breeze. It's going to be warm tomorrow, but I think tomorrow's probably the cloudiest day for the next few days, which is good because tomorrow I'm going to have to work hard to get to Worcester when I want to get there. After Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is going to get hotter and hotter, and it's going to be a hot weekend, possibly a heat wave. So I think we timed this just right. I've never seen so many ducks in one place. This is weird. I mean, it seems a weird place for ducks to migrate to, but the worrying thing is, I think there's meant to be a pool here. I think there's meant to be a pool here and it's all dried up. So it's possible that they normally come here expecting there to be water and there isn't any. So this could be really bad. God, there's loads of them. They're up on that bank as well. Absolutely hundreds of them. I mean, there's a river down there, so I don't know if that's any good to them, but yeah, I just get the impression that they're expecting this to be a big pool. Wow, that was good timing. Heron. So just stopped in Highley, stopped at the Ship Inn, and because I had quite a big breakfast, I wasn't planning on having lunch anyway. So my liquid's depleting at quite a rate, probably because it's been warmer today. So I thought I'd stop there, have a pint of Coke. That was nice, really chilled, and an ice cream. And I think that was ideal. I think a nice big drink, lots of sugar in it, and then a nice sugary ice cream. I think that's probably the best thing to have right now, because I don't really want, as I say, a meal. Just need the energy and the liquid. So we're now heading along from Highley to Arley. There was I forgot actually. There was a railway station at Highley that's just there on the Severn Valley. I could see the station building, but I didn't go up and have a look. So I will try and get a look at the one in Arley. And that's a few miles ahead. I think that's about 3 miles from here. Arley. There is a bridge over the river, I think, ahead, which would take us to the falls there. There is a bridge coming up that will take us across, or would take us across, to the Severn Valley Country Park. I've done parkrun there a few times, and it's very nice. But we'll be carrying on this side of the river. I've been very lucky actually. It's glorious weather. Clear sky as well, yeah. Apart from that wisp of cloud over there, clear skies. Nice stretch here, nice flat ground. It's been trodden on, eaten away, so it's nice and flat. Oh, don't eat that. So yeah, this should be good going for a while. So you can probably just about hear the train in the distance. Over the other side of the river now, and I've forgotten that it did that. It must cross the river on one of the bridges at some point. I think we've also missed the bridge I was thinking of that connects to the Severn Valley Country Park. Yeah, I didn't recognise it, but it must have been one of the bridges way back. Anyway, we've only got about 1.5 miles, I think, to Bewdley now. No more than 2 miles. It's actually been a very hot, very sunny day. I don't have any suntan lotion on, so that's not good. Could have done with more water as well, even though it's only like a 15-mile day compared to yesterday, which was 22, 23. It's definitely needed more water today than yesterday. So when I get to Bewdley, I'm going to stock up, make sure I've got plenty of fluids for tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to eat tonight. I might go to the supermarket and get maybe a salad. I might even get a sandwich, you know. Get a sandwich. I think that'll do me for tonight. And it's going to have to be a very early start tomorrow. I was thinking about this not long ago. I'm probably going to need to leave sometime between 5 and 5:30 tomorrow morning in order to get to Worcester to get the 1:30 train, 1:30 bus. So yeah, there probably is breakfast where I'm staying, but I'm going to have to miss it. Otherwise, yeah, I'd have no chance. I mean, even as it is, I'm going to have to, as I've said, I'm going to have to shift to get to Worcester on time. I could get a later bus, but I don't know. It's kind of a plan. I don't want to deviate from the plan, and it's going to be interesting, I think, getting up that early and hiking. It should be nice and cool. And if it's going to be a warmer day in general tomorrow than today, then that's going to be very warm. So I think I'm going to want to try and get it done the first half of the day before it gets too hot. So that's the plan. See if it works.